under the speaker stand, right there, is a red crystal, red, and a white crystal. Okay. Behind the blue clan arbor, here to the north, is buried surprisingly enough, blue crystal and a clear quartz. Buried behind the Twister clan arbor is a black crystal and a lodestone, like a natural magnet. And then behind the bird clan arbor here is a gold crystal and a green crystal. Behind the wild potato clan is a, and I have spelled this wrong, but I got it as close as I could. Iridescent crystal and a round like a river rock, some kind of river rock. Behind the deer clan are buried a turquoise, and a coral. Behind the wolf clan is flint and obsidian. And behind the paint clan is amethyst, however it's spelled. And I need some help here because I could not pull it out of my ass to save my ass. What is that stuff they made the red paint out of? What is that rock called?
Pipestone. Pipestone.
Pipestone.
No, there's vermilion.
It's got a real name.
Ochre,
There's red. There's vermilion is a red dye.
jasper,
No,
No.
it's what they make the pipestone out of.
That's
but
catlinite.
What
Catlinite.
they make the pipestone.
Catlinite.
Catlinite, yeah.
That's the white man's name. It's called pipestone. That's what I said in the beginning. You don't listen.
Catlinite.
you can't hear me.
Catlinite. Like I said, I couldn't remember that. Just I was like, oh yeah, and you grind it up, make paint, and it's got all these properties, and I couldn't remember the name.
Why didn't you ask me?
Now, at the base of the fire,
Could I ask a question?
you can.
The stones that you have placed in the directions, I know that you have stones that are supposed to be placed from north, south, east, and west. Are those covered in the stones that get placed behind the plans? Remember when you
Yes.
spoke to us last week, you
Yeah.
said we have to have
Yeah.
a blue stone in the north, we have to have a black
Yeah.
stone in the west. So that's kind of included
Yeah.
with
Right.
those, in those
Yeah.
directions,
Yeah.
okay, so,
Yes. Now, around the base of the fire pit, pointing out in 4 cardinal directions, are what we call darts. And the Cherokees, they really were noted for in the eastern woodlands, they were the only ones that used the blowgun. Apparently they were real good at it. And at the base of the fire were 4 darts for those blowguns. The one facing to the east had a red shaft and a black tip. It's a little tiny arrow there. Little dinky arrow there. I seen the ones that were recovered at what's left of the fire mound in Katua, and they basically looked like little arrows. And they had little dinky tiny little arrowheads on them. And instead of feathers on the tail, what was left was,
Thistledown.
yeah. Let's see, I can blow it through that.
Ernie,
Okay.
is there a shamanic store that we can run to acquire these things at?
Hmm?
Is there like a shamanic store that we can run to acquire these things?
Now we gotta make them.
Well,
One,
The rock-
one
it's a rock
facing
shop.
to the
Rock
north has a white tip with a red shaft.
So you
Now,
can-
we did this back in Oklahoma, and what we used were bamboo slippers. They would have been perfect.
In North Carolina, they use locust.
Yeah.
Split down.
The one pointing west has a red tip with a black shaft, and the one pointing south has a blue tip with a red shaft. So essentially what you're getting is the color opposites. Like the red shaft, the east is red, okay, west is black, well, the tip is black on this one. So that's how you do it. Remember those. And what those were for was the protection of the people. I haven't taught it to you yet, but I'll teach you this ceremony one day where when someone is being psychically attacked real bad and it's obvious, we can go through the ceremony where these things will find who's doing it and take care of business, whatever that may mean. It's not on us. Okay, I covered it. Oh,